Hello, welcome back to Frank School. 31st day of the third year. There'll be, I guess, 4 videos today, but just one I'm going to make now. Once again, this is a referral to videos that I put on earlier. The videos about measuring the ruins of Xose's mill. Those videos are 2.176.1, 2, and then 3. This is my introduction to it back then. This is the drawing itself, the measured drawing, taken over there from above. And this is the video when we were in the process of doing the measuring. That last second and last day that we went to Xose's mill. I've been talking about these elevations. An elevation is when you look at something as it stands vertically and not the bird's eye view. I don't know if I can bring myself to do them. It's just so hard to try to do that. I'm working with such rough numbers. I may just not. I said in a couple days, spent a couple months, and I'm just kind of at a loss. I would need to go back there. Now that I have the drawing I have already, I'd need to go back there and maybe take some pictures and get some good measurements. So I may not do them. The bridge is wrong. The word bridge, I should put this in quotes because I'm referring to the bridge, the word itself. It's written in the wrong place on that drawing. Don't be misled by that. That's in this final drawing. In the rough drawing that I did on the board, which you'll see in this one, I have it more or less in the right place. I talk about that standing stone. Well, again, from looking at these videos after the fact, yesterday or the day before, I noticed that at the Moinho de Pena, that hotel slash hostel slash mill, there is a standing stone near the parking place. And it looked like it was, as I recall, I didn't go back and look, I just got thinking about it. It looked like it was used as a corner, as a fence post corner for like a corral. Well, that could have been. I mean, they probably needed to have a place to turn the cart around that 2 cows, small cows, I'm quite sure, and a cart to get them in to turn them around to deliver the grain. So maybe that was just like a little corralled area and not a separately roofed building. I'm just not sure. I thought I would add that thought. So much of this, archaeologists could reveal almost the whole story, I think, but of course that takes work. What to do next with that? Well, it's in Xose's hands, and he has family that are interested architects, and he's had his plate full when we were there, very full. But it seems to me that winter is the better time to work on that now, because the leaves, when the leaves weren't there, to clean that out, and that is a number of days' work with chainsaws and machetes and pruning shears to get that cleaned out. And then another thought I had about all the vines growing out of the walls. Those vines eventually, in trees, they eventually destroy a wall. Rather than try to cut them out, I would think that the thing to do would be to get opaque plastic, black plastic, thick, like they use here for covering hay, and drape it over all those walls. That would prevent the sun from getting there, and so by next year the plants would have died back, a little bit like mulching a garden. And it would also prevent the rain from continuing to beat on those walls. That wouldn't be that hard to do, and I don't think it would blow off, and it would just kind of take care of itself. It's just an idea, until you could get to something else. But the steps I guess I would take is as in winter, go with help, 1 or 2 workers, cut as much as was necessary, and then drape it with plastic, and then wait until there was time to go back again. Well, these are the ones to look at if you're going now in chronological order. But by tomorrow, Shirley and I are going to be back on the road. This was one of the, in a sense, the phrase high water mark comes to mind of this trip that we took to Portugal and Galicia, because that was one of our destinations and goals. And really, we'd met them all by this time now. But on the way back to Lisbon, as you'll see, we have more adventures ahead of us and lovely things to see. So I hope to see you tomorrow. We'll be back on the road.